Hey Patreon, this is Prometheus once again, guys. Thanks for your support. So guys, I want to do some quick schemes for you out of the spread playbook. This is a formation which is the wing slot offset. I think I've broken some stuff down like this before, but obviously this is Madden 25, so there's some slight little variances and differences to this. It's 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers and a running back. And your base audibles are Ohio spacing, inside zone, 4 verticals, and the play action double post. The 4 verticals is a play that I don't necessarily care for too much. I've never really been a verticals person unless you run against someone that runs a lot of cover 3 and you can try to hit somebody in the seams. Ohio spacing is a really good play to go ahead and throw into your scheme. There's some other really good plays in the scheme. You have basically mesh sit, which mesh is just a staple play, and then you also have this play, which is stick, not vertical. I really love this play because it really establishes how this formation can annoy the hell out of people. And then you got some auto motion plays here, which is double cross, which essentially works like mesh sit. You've got the slants Y stick, and then you have the double pivot. I would say double pivot might be a good play to go ahead and use down in the red zone because you got a pivot play and they usually will open up the spacing for you on that. Now, out of the base play that you want to call, I looked at the 0-1 trap, but I think the better play is going to be the halfback punch, and the reason why is that this is going to give you a little bit more reliable blocking. One play I'd probably switch out would be 4 verticals. I would actually switch out for the stick, not vertical, or the other play I'd actually switch out to would be maybe the mesh sit. But for this, we're going to show you the stick, not vertical is a play. Now, so we're going to use halfback punch, and then we're just going to come out of random defenses, and we've got basically this at the 45-yard line, so you can see where first down markers are at and all that. Now, if you take a look at the defenders, they're basically lined up over the guys right there, and what I like with this particular scheme is this pass play, which is stick, not vertical. And in particular, what happens is when you motion this guy out, depending on the coverage, he'll actually be able to get wide, he'll be able to steal 5 or 6 yards or sometimes 10. With that. So let's just go into instant replay, show you why I love this particular play. I just motion the guy out and I just quick snap it, and if the defender does not fall down directly to this guy or doesn't match directly, I'm going to try to hit the outside to basically hit this. Now, what we used to have is we used to have the ability to do wheel routes with the running back, and I like to go ahead and throw that in as an option. But since they took wheel routes out of all audibles, well, a nice complement to this route progression is actually go ahead and put an out with the running back. And what this does, it provides a slight little void that you can throw into. So that's what I like about it as far as a play. I think we probably could do basically the option route too, but I like a little bit more predictability with my routes. The stick and not is really good if you notice someone actually running man coverage, because he should get separation on it. And then basically you've got the corner route and then the dig route in the back, or the in route on the back side. So this is what's really, really cool about this. So I really make my progressions from left to right, from right to left. And if I see a guy that's basically, not covering up that little wheel route by the tight end, I'm going to throw that, and I've got complemented routes on the backside. Now you could, basically put just a fly route by the running back out there, but really it's about trying to stretch your opponent vertically. Now you can see how the defender actually was playing that ball, so you got to be very cautious of when you want to go ahead and run that route. So if the guy doesn't really bite too heavily, you want to try to go ahead and make sure that you make your next progression, your next read from there. So one of the reasons why I do like that out route is it actually will fill that void if a defender actually goes out in that area. And see here, you can actually hit that route. So pretty much every single route in this play is actually available. So how do we build off of that? So first and foremost, we have this basically power run play, and all we're going to do is we're going to be looking for the C gap, which is going to be in between the tight end and the tackle. That's going to be the area that we're going to go and look to, because that's where we're going to be blocking is at. And what's cool about that particular power play is you can get out wide depending on the front. So let's see here. So we got a lot of defenders down in the box. So I'm going to go into inside zone, motion the guy out, give that window dressing to my opponent, and try to get to the outside. You can see how these wide receivers will run off those defensive backs, and you can run it to the outside. So that's why I love this particular scheme, is that you're going to be showing your opponent pretty much the same type of a look. And you can actually have the running game that you can blend into it too. So now we have an open box, motion this guy out, just quick snap it, run right up the middle or so. So you got your running scheme, you got your two-headed rushing attack off to the right and off to the left. Now, Ohio spacing, you can leave the Ohio concept on the left side, which is supposed to kill basically cover 2, or you can actually put another stick route out there. I prefer to quick snap this to your play, and the reason why is that I want to go ahead and get the defense out of position with this particular coverage. And a lot of times what happens, this got locked up. So we're just going to take off the quarterback in that type of situation. So everybody kind of fell in position. It's really about trying to kind of covering anybody that runs into like cover 3 or like that. So let's go ahead and see. Right here we got man spacing right there. But actually I had positioning with the tight end, but I had the edge pressure coming off the edge. So what we can do is do something like this, where we could do a streak and a deep comeback route, and that actually will give us an opportunity to hit our opponent on the backside with a deep comeback route where he just dropped the ball, but you can see he was open, he had leverage against the defender. We could do a deep curl and then a smoke route off the backside. And what this is designed to do is to basically go ahead and fall into zones. If a guy plays man coverages, then essentially it's not the best play to go ahead and use. You can actually go ahead and do a deep curl like so and motion this guy out. So if it is man coverage, you'll be able to go ahead and get better positioning if you do a deep curl like that. He'll get past the defenders against anybody who's blending in man coverage, so you want to do that. Now, another play we'll jump into the scheme is going to be the double post. And it really is about the 2 tight end routes. You've got the crossing route, and you have also the other tight end route. I motion the guy out because it gets a little bit flat, and I make my progressions from high to low. You could potentially go ahead and get, you could go ahead and take that tight end and actually go ahead and set yourself up for a deep comeback route. So now you have Collins that might pull a defender down. And that might be a way to go and hit your opponent if he's running cover 3. So if you see a 3-high shell, like so, motion this guy out, do a deep comeback route. And what you want to do is look for Collins. And you can see he was open. All right, so I got a block shed right there. I don't run a lot of cover 3 bombs. I just find that they're not predictable. Like there's a lot of block shedding going on, but let's just show you instant replay on what I'm doing. I put this guy into a deep comeback route. So as soon as I motion him out, deep comeback route, and what this does is this pulls this deep third down as his responsibility. And you can see the positioning of this guy past the safety, so this wide open. That could have been a touchdown. We'll go ahead and see if we get no, we don't get a 3-high shell here. So we're just going to motion this guy over. Look for the deep crosser, and if the crosser is not available, you can go and you can hit that. You can see that actually that deep post was wide open. It wasn't a part of my progression, so that was probably the reason. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit this guy. So we're going to look for Collins. Here you go. There's your touchdown for one play touchdown off of cover 3. If you see that cover 3 shell, so this is a really good shell or a scheme to go ahead and run into. We can obviously go ahead and blend and mesh into the scheme, but I just kind of like it as is. Stick and knot, I think, is kind of establishes the harassment of this particular play. And you've also got ways to go and attack your opponent on the opposite side too. So once again, guys, thanks for your support. Until next time.